Alrighty guys, what's up? Let me just move my mic. Happy Wednesday everyone. Welcome back to another Asia stream. Let me just check everything's looking fine. Chart's good. Sweet. Absolutely missed this rip on gold. I've been watching the poker tournament this morning, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Let's see, just check the what it is. Let's see, just check. Beautiful. Audio sounding good. Goldie's had a crazy push up. Let's just load up the old demo account just in case. Alright, so obviously we shouldn't be looking for shorts at all on gold. We don't need to be super genius to see that. We've had this insane push, so it's like, why would you try call the top? Just looking at this straight away, this could be a bottom wick to then keep pushing high. You do have a liquidity grab there to risk off. Where's your 1 to 2? Overall targeting these highs. Again, probability-wise, if you're looking at what highs are obvious, yes, you've got, some of these highs down here. But if we're driving up, what are the highs to the upside that are going to be likely? So you're probably going to be looking around there. How'd the daily close? Yeah, so strong daily. So, I've already grabbed the daily highs, which is one of those things for the guys that got trades up into the daily highs. It would have been a very nice little buy, 50 or 60 ticks, which is good. But yeah, looking for sells don't really make sense for me. If anything, I'd be, looking for buy opportunities as this daily's pulling down here. I think that's going to be key. Let's just mark on the daily highs and lows while we're here. And get rid of that. And 4 hour. Yeah, we may retrace a bit, but those would have been the buys. For anyone that, I'll have a look at the chat in a sec, just seeing if anyone got the buys on gold. That's an insane rip from last night. I had a position on yesterday, which is annoying, into, not that one, this one. Coming into yesterday, these highs getting ripped, being daily highs. And I had buys there in the morning about, probably around now, our time, and it sort of pushed up. I ended up going break even on it and tagged me break even and then came and ripped those highs, which is a bit annoying because that was, 130 tick move instead of break even and then higher. But that's just the nature of gold. That's why I do sometimes not like managing too much. But it is what it is. So buys any highs, buys into any highs, that rhymes. How many's here? What's it up into there? 40 ticks. I like that. All right. Good morning, everyone. Just read the chat. Morning. Already done for the day. Awesome. Morning. Nice. A couple of you guys got the buys. Buys into daily highs. Very nice move. Very, very nice move. Yeah, any pullbacks today, I think buys just... You could sell, but why sell? You may even dip down. If you're taking, rather than selling, if you're taking buys from down here and you got all the, it's just a probability game, right, in trading. You don't want to call the top. Sure, you might have missed out on a 100 tick sell, but then you could have grabbed a 380 tick long just by waiting. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, guys. What's good? Just let's get some music playing for you guys. Did anyone have any artists that surprised them in their Spotify top artists of the year? In that Spotify Wrapped? Any artists that surprised? Yeah, good old Sabrina. How good. If you wanted to take a bottom wick play, that wouldn't be a terrible shout. Pardon me. Quickly grab, close back above. Where'd you guys get buys from into, like, just here? That was insane though, still that range. 50 ticks into those highs. Very, very nice. This looks a bit... Is this stream okay? If it is a bit choppy today, guys, bear with me. For some reason, whenever it's cloudy or rainy, it impacts the old net. Let me just turn a light on, actually. Make it a bit more bright. How's our crypto doing? Oh yeah, having a pullback. That was to be expected. All the heroes that thought they're going to get rich buying Bitcoin at 100k are going, oh, trading doesn't work. Trading doesn't work for me. Yeah, it's because you're buying at all-time highs in a psychological level against the people that have been buying it since it was down here. Like all the way back down here. You turkeys. Big range. 27.25.3, 27.25. Oh, that was a bloody beautiful entry. Bloody beautiful, like. Yeah, bro, if you caught that, you're chilling. Stay off until London, 100%. What was it? 800 across 3 accounts. What's 800 US? That's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 3. That's like 1200 Aussie in Asia. Chillin', brother, chillin'. When's this gonna close? $36 ticks. Look at that liquidity grab. Grab 30-minute lows. Let me just clean this up a bit. There's your liquidity grab. Close back above. Looking likely. Good stuff, man. When are you heading off? Again, this is an area where if price comes back and breaks below this, trade's probably going to be invalid and it probably, you know, look to come for this liquidity. So if you do take something like this probability wise and you're risking off here and it hit your stop loss, and you know, you've risked off an area where price was invalid as opposed to doing it off where you didn't want to lose money. Early Feb, nice, bro. That'd be awesome. Catch it for a beer. Oh, mate. Talking my language. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll link it up. Shoot me a message. Just been running up this, trying to do this combine pretty aggressively, as you can see. But there's no way to let it hit full stop loss. But again, you know, if you just execute risk off a certain, like risk off a level where the trade becomes invalid and you see what happens. 30-minute liquidity grab. If that was going to be the liquidity grab, price should need to come back below. There's your, what, 18 ticks up into the highs now. But because it's a combine, I'm just going to let it rip because I think gold can come much higher. But I'm partway through another couple just to have there. I got one sitting there and probably like halfway through 2 more. So it's always good to have, you know, some express funded sitting there. See if we can get our top step payout eventually. But nothing too crazy behind that. Yeah, bro, I am. Yeah. I am up there. I am up that way. Hello, sir, are you in this? No. I'm not. Shoot me a message on Instagram, JDOS. We'll go for a beer somewhere. What are your thoughts about trading? Just shut it down entirely. To be honest, Simon, for me, I don't have enough data to tell me whether Christmas is good or bad. I think, obviously, I know you get the Santa rally. To be honest, for me, I still do the same process, still show up every day and just take what it gives me. It's like when people go, I take August off because it's summer break in the US, but August can be, or it had an absolute ripper month, or I take January off, and it's useful to have, but at the same time, markets are always changing. So if you just show up every day, follow your process, you're consistent, and just take what it gives you, I don't really look at it any different. For me personally, I'm not sure, how some of the other guys might look at it, but I'll still show up every day and take what the market gives me. Obviously, understanding on the higher time frames, not getting caught in this crap. Like, this was absolute dog's breakfast in here. Wait for it to start breaking out again. For me personally, I don't really treat it any differently. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. The setups, the good thing with our rules, the setup's either there or it's not. But yeah, it's a good point. I know some people are big on that. The futures chart looks very different to the spot chart. Don't know why. Like, it says, for example, this stop loss here is 50 ticks on the currency, but on the futures it reckons it's like 75, which is all the way down there. So it's a bit strange. What's that? 15 ticks. You probably, if you want to be aggressive, you're probably looking to do that now. If you wanted to be aggressive, but like yesterday's trade, I've like golden. I don't know what it is about golden break evens, but like gold just loves coming back to your entry and then ripping. So that's why I have stopped really sort of going break even on gold. Because it just, I don't know what it is. Gold just loves break evens. It loves break evens. It must just be the pair. I'm not sure. Nath, how are you and the missus finding Bangkok? You and Kaylee? And have you been to MBK yet and dropped bands on some Gucci tracksuits? Morning, Brad. How are you, mate? Good to have you on stream. Yeah, MBK is sick. Good morning. Good morning, mate. Good morning. Welcome back. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, there's so much going on in Bangkok. It actually, obviously very busy city, but really impressed me with, all the infrastructure there and some of the stuff. Oh yeah, come on, 100%. Come on, Goldie. Oh mate, you're brave scootering in Bangkok. Jeez, I just jump on a grab. This looks like it's gonna hit a nice TP. This sucker's still running. But I think we can go much higher, so I'm gonna try and hold it up till the daily profit target. Just because I don't really like to muck around on combines, to be honest. I just like to get it done. And you look at the highs up here. There's like 230 ticks. So if I can catch 75 ticks of that, which is there, I'm happy to, even into that high, I'm happy to do that. But yeah, that was a nice, it hasn't quite hit the highs on the futures. That was a nice little 36 tick trade. Start the stream off. Again, very simple elements. We'd pushed up without grabbing any lows from here. We waited for the hourly to open. We've pushed down. We've wicked out a 30-minute liquidity grab. Dropped to the lower time frame. Again, we wouldn't be dropping to a lower time frame unless we had this higher time frame idea. As you guys in the community know, you've got your 1, you've got your 2 once you start coming back here. And then if this was a liquidity grab, price shouldn't need to go back below here. So that's a valid area to risk off. Risk off there and let price do the rest. I'm going to remove that stop loss so the market makers don't come for me. We'll see if we can get a TP. You may reject a bit more here. 45 ticks, beautiful, beautiful. So what you might do, I'll just switch back over here. Obviously we've now grabbed the highs. Good thing is to, if we are going to retrace, well, you've got a high here. So if you start rejecting, pushing back down here, same setup, bang, buy into those highs. And when we're at all-time highs or heading towards it, I absolutely love that setup. It works so nicely. 45 ticks, good stuff. Very, very nice. Done for the day. Easy. What was that? Took not even 10 minutes. Yeah, good quick day, man. Have a great day. Have a great day. Take your money, shut the laptop, and bounce. We're not slaves to market, guys, remember? Nice easy trade there. Well, not easy trade, but literally strategy to a T. If any of you guys are interested, they've got Rips from Top Step playing in a poker tournament at the moment. That's what I've been watching this morning. He's obviously a G at poker. Sweet, Nathan. Sounds good, man. Yeah, nice one to start the stream off. Enjoy gym, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Wonder where my mate Solanke is. Surely he's not far away. Anyone watching anything else at all? I always like checking on what the other pairs are doing. AU. Aussie dollar. Good evening. Hello, James. How are you, mate? Check on the Aussie dollar. EJ, GJ, GU. Actually, Forex Factory. No. What was it? Oh yeah, it is Forex. I saw an interesting thing the other day, and you can go on Forex Factory. I think it's called market sentiment for different pairs, and you can literally see what everyone else is doing. Here we go. And you could almost just do the opposite of what market sentiment. Oh, this is interesting. Have a look at the fear and greed index at the moment. Neutral. So once we hit fear, I don't know if you guys have ever looked at this. It's actually very interesting. So when obviously the market's hot and everything, you can see like a month ago, greed, like what's happened a week, a month, and that sort of thing ago, we've been on an absolute run. So usually it's actually pretty interesting how this works, and it shows you, market momentum, 7 fear and greed indicators, different strengths across, options, stocks, volatilities, bonds, everything like that. And if you look back historically, when you're on this side, is usually obviously a big dip. Everyone's got fear. If you're buying, you look to buy around here and get out around here. It's just, playing people's emotions, which it's a very, very interesting thing to look at. I think it's my FX book. Here we go. I saw this the other day. I thought, again, it was quite interesting. So you have to look what everyone else is doing. Is gold on here? Geez, there is some crap. Here we go. Gold. So majority of people are shorting gold at the moment. Oh. Short. 49%, 59% short. Which is very interesting. Obviously that'd change once there's volume step in, but busy. Nice, man. Nice. Hope you've had a great week. Anyone watching anything else? Any other pairs? Can I have a look at? Yeah, 100%. You get one big dog come in like this. Well, I mean, obviously profit taking, but you look at this one, for example. It was almost a 10% wick, and there would have been so many people long from here. That I think there was a stat that Chow shared in the community. There was it's like 1 point something billion of people got liquidated on this spike, which made sense. Like, imagine if you just had a limit order set here. You'd be up instantly on that spike, 6%, which is crazy. Oh yeah, welcome James. If your first time, welcome mate. Welcome. 1,000 lots of needed to move the market 1 pip. I'd probably. That's why when you see all these turkeys on YouTube saying we trade like the banks, it's like the banks don't give. Even if you're dropping 10 contracts, the banks don't give a shit about your little 10 retail contract size. Like, you don't trade like the banks. Just stop yapping. We're all, at the end of the day, we're all retail traders. It's the reality of it. One of my friends, he works for one of the Aussie banks, and what he does is he manages the risk on the bank's portfolio. So when the interest rates goes up, he works out how they're going to hedge the bank's portfolio in order to combat the interest rates and change it and work out, if they need to drive more lending. So like proper finance stuff. And he's pretty much like, yeah, if it's below 500 mil, we pretty much don't care, which is just crazy. Like proper actually finance, bro. He's also got a degree in astrophysics, so he's very, very clever. And definitely on the spectrum as well. Yeah, James, if you're joining in, I've got the link up here as well if you do want to jump in and learn a bit more. Otherwise, just tune into the streams, man. They're all free. But if you want to check it out, I've got that little pin link up there. You can click on that one. Gives you the different breakdown of the packages. Using the 3-minute chart, yeah, it's good. Again, I only use the 3-minute when I've got higher time frame ideas, because for me, being a visual person, I found that it helped me identify changes in market structure a little bit better, which means I can get a tighter entry. For example, if I'm looking at this, that we've broken, tested, and then once you come above, retest this previous level, that indicates me that the structures shift. Whereas if you look at this on a lower time frame, and it usually lines up with a wick, but it just means I can get tighter entries and stops. So rather than having to wait, do we start breaking out here to risk off there? If I'm on a lower time frame, once we start breaking this level, I can, look to start getting in here. I'm still risking off the same point, but if I'm going for my 1 to 2s, it just gives me a little bit of a sharper entry, which is actually the only reason I've been using it. But even like this position, we'd mark this out. This is the 30-minute liquidity grab. So on the 30-minute, you're having to execute on this and just bank that this is the, this is a liquidity grab, which I think we've probably all been caught out by a few times. Whereas on the lower time frame, I can see, okay, this is actually price starting to break back above the level, which I understand is the bottom wick on the 30-minute candle, which is the ideal place to be buying. So that sort of makes sense. That's the link there too if anyone is interested or needs it, but just join the streams for free. Asia and London, I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to try to start doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Good news, surprise. But no, I'll try to jump on Thursdays as well. So I'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday streams towards the end of the week. Which, yeah, hopefully you guys get some value from the Asia streams. They've been growing too, which is awesome. I'm creeping up to 500 subscribers, which is pretty cool. Because here I only started with like 100 and something. Wasn't very many.
Delay and Sheila don't use
500 subscribers. How are we doing for likes? Drop a little like as well, for the guys watching. Help the stream grow. Be much appreciated. I know we've got a few people watching in here. What point would you cut your loss if you come back below your entry? Are you saying fucking be right away, or you let your trade? So for me, this is where I'd be risking off. So unless I wouldn't be moving my stop until price came back to my entry. Because you can anticipate price to sometimes come down. If I show you this position from yesterday, look what happened. And this annoyed me because I haven't been going break even very much. This one really annoyed me. But I thought, you know what, I'll go break even just to protect, where is it? Sorry for jumping around. So I'd manage my risk from here. I had a clear target. So I had a clear target, had a clear grab. I'd manage my risk from here. Look what price did. Came, bang, tapped me. And, you know, if you're going break even, more often than not, this will happen. It'll come down and tap you at your entry. So unless, you know, once price had cut, I mean, it all depends. Every trade's different, right? But if price was to come back to entry, as soon as maybe it started buying back above here, then I'd probably either manage below that low or break even. But just going, especially with some of these wicks, getting an entry and going break even straight away, unless you're only, you know, looking to scalp your 15 or 20 ticks, then you got to manage aggressively. But if you've got these upside targets of that and you manage your risk, you only need to take a little piece out of the market. Look, even though it's a little 1 to 2, it still ran up like a ridiculous amount. If that makes sense. It does, again, I think I probably said before, it does depend on how I'm feeling as well. If it's, you know, if I've taken a trade late in London and I'm going to bed soon, I'm probably more likely to go to break even. But if I've got upside targets like daily highs or that sort of thing in Asia and even London, I sort of have a conviction that, you know, even into pre-US, those highs are going to be pretty high probability of being hit. I'm more open to let my trade breathe. And I understand that even if this does push up and come back down, I'll still probably get the buys later on. It just might have been a little bit early. And focusing more so on looking at direction. Again, the biggest thing is having targets. Looking at direction based on probabilities. Price has been buying. Are we likely to, you know, pull into lows or push into highs? Probably push into highs. Have my stop loss set at a level where I don't get emotional, where I say to myself, if the trade or the price comes back here, that would then invalidate the trade. That way, if you hit a full stop loss, you go, well, you know what, that was a good trade. Maybe I was just a little bit early. But if as soon as this pushes, you go break even, it comes back, wicks you down, and then pushes up, you're going to be more mad because you going break even is you essentially saying, if the trade hits here, it's invalid, but it's not technically invalid until it breaks below here. So that's something I've been focusing a lot more on, if that sort of makes sense. Damn, the trade go the negative, no one else, so I would come back and stop doing that. Yeah, it just depends. Like, it's hard. Depending on if you're swinging or scalping. Swing trading, I'll more leave it because I'll make my stop loss a risk I'm comfortable losing, whether it's 1% or 1.5%. Scalping can be a bit different. Again, it also depends on what time of day it is. One thing I like about Aaron that I will do when I'm scalping is manage very, very aggressively. As price, you know, starts to move, you got to manage aggressively. But yeah, it just depends. You know, letting it go for too long in the negative, you do also need a valid stop loss as well. So. Let's just drag this out. I want to see how price reacts. See if you were holding, say, up into there, if it would come back to the entry before ripping higher. You've just had another minor little liquidity grab here as well. The other thing too, I found that if I was cutting trades too often and they were working, it'd cause me to overtrade. Whereas if I took a full loss on a trade like this, I'd sit back and understand, okay, why did I take a loss on this? Was I too early? Should I have waited for the 4-hour close? It made me a lot more, okay, I've taken a full loss here. I need to understand why, as opposed to cutting it or getting tag break even and then it going in a favor. And, pushing up, tagging your break even, breaking up again. Then you're jumping in again, so you've taken 2 trades. You're still risking off the same level. Yeah, if that makes sense. Were you trading with Aaron last night? No. Nah, Aaron just jumps on London. Yeah, it's very hard, Simon, because I don't think there's any right answer, because you've got to balance risk management, protecting your capital with not getting emotional and tied to the money, and also not taking losses personally. They're part of the process. Because I just found in my journal, particularly on gold, you end up taking break even and losses, and often you take a break even and your trade ends up playing out. So I just started focusing on controlling the only thing in the markets I can control, which is my risk, and putting my stop in an area that if the trade hits it, I'm not emotional, I'm not upset, because that means that the trade was invalid, because price is either broken, a swing low or something like that. It's invalidates the trade, which is the purpose of a stop loss. Just as another way to look at it. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my boy Solanke at? We need the stream entertainment. Channel's going Mark to start streaming full time soon. Let's go, Mark. You can do it. What, full time of me yapping every day? I don't know if anyone would sign up for that. But no, I appreciate that you guys are enjoying the Asia streams. Give you, a place to come on, chill, hang out, chat, keep each other accountable, all that good stuff. And I enjoy jumping on them too. Why has my music stopped? Yeah, drop a little like, guys, if you haven't already. Drop a little like for the stream. So basic saying that, but it's funny. Man, gold's just been on absolute heater. Awesome, mate. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. I gotta fix my music for you guys. Yeah, it's just good. Hopefully there's value in the stream that, you know, the people watching, they're not coming to get signals, because I'm not about that. Just, you know, a bit of entertainment for you guys. And if I can, you know, in one of my ramblings say something that might save you a couple months of time on your journey, then that's a win. Also, if for whatever reason the stream starts lagging in about 10 minutes, I reckon it's the lunchtime curse. I reckon it's cursed. Yeah, awesome. Here to learn. You also got this as well, but, you know, it's not as high a probability. Where's this as a 30-minute or an hourly? See, it's not really a grab on any of the higher time frames. I mean, you got a 15-minute grab. You could look at something like that, say, like, if you wanted to. But obviously, if it doesn't play out, can't get emotional. But again, if you're risking off a liquidity grab, price shouldn't need to go back down there. So is that a valid trade? Yeah, potentially. Is it a high probability? Maybe not so much, because, you know, you had these clear highs up here to grab. Now, yes, you do have these highs, but you're sort of chopped around in here. So is it as high a probability? Not really, but is it still valid if you're risking off here? Then technically, if it's a 15-minute liquidity grab. Awesome, Simon. Well, I'll be on tomorrow and Friday, mate, so look forward to seeing you then. I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in, mate. Good to have you on. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Plus, after, you know, this sort of push, you can't be asking too much from Goldie for something like this. We don't want to get greedy. Just showing you, you know, what's technically valid. But you gotta pick your moments. Like, it's all about probabilities. Having something like this with a clean range is probably going to be a little bit of a higher probability than, you know, some of this chop that's going on here. No worries, Peter. Thanks for tuning in, mate. We'll catch you tomorrow, same time, about 1 a.m. London time. Yeah, how is the hourly looking? I'm going to delete that just because... Yeah, that's the thing. You've had grab lows close above. What's this going to be doing? Well, yeah, 7 minutes, and that's going to be the 4-hour close as well. So depending how this 4-hour closes is going to probably tell you, you know, where we're going to look to go. But I think buys for today make the most sense overall, just with how price has been moving. Yes. Where's it open? Man, maybe I should... I haven't traded... I just can't stay up for US. It opens at like... It's like 11:30 my time. I can't stay up for that. We'll see, maybe. Do a US stream. Kidding, that's way too late for me. That's the thing, I sort of find like, if I haven't got anything through London and Asia, or Asia and London, it's probably not going to be a whole lot for me, because they're my main sessions. See, so you've just come back down, re-grab these lows. So at this point, those lows would look to become invalid. And you're also going to get the 4-hour close in a couple of minutes as well. Kind of chopping around here. So now let's just watch the hourly. Be back in a sec, guys. Oh. It's looking quite dark today. Like it's gonna rain. rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Yes, music's lagging. It's annoying me. You are annoying me. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. See how this 4 hourly is going to close. Oh, here he is. I below to my account on Monday, which I grew from 10 to 70, then another 30 on Monday, and then same day place. So, all going. Welcome to trading, brother. Welcome to trading. I was saying earlier, I was wondering where you were. Welcome back to another Asia stream. Thanks for joining. But yeah, all I have to say to that is welcome to trading. Yeah. The bro's goated. Oh, it's just started raining. That's it, man. Just focus on learning the skill set, and then it's so scalable once you learnt the skill set. But unfortunately, those situations are going to happen along the way. Just the reality of trading. I've done it heaps of times. I'm sure there's other people that have done it heaps of times. Closing a bit ugly now. Gender, the break, the previous body. It depends. Again, it's it's hard. I'm probably gonna say the body. Because realistically, you know, if I was looking, and it's all hindsight obviously, but if I was looking at a liquidity grab, either the wick or the body, but I'd just sort of want to see price break in, you know, anywhere above here, which they're not that far away, but on this instance, probably, you know, probably the body, to be honest. Body or wick, it's hard, man. It just depends on how it's moving. Let me find another example. Like on this one, if I wanted to go short, yeah, I'm probably waiting for price to close below the wick, like here. Probably close below that before taking it, just because it's more confirmed. I think so, man. Yeah, yep. This one's probably, yeah, either, you know, body or wick. I know there's some people that they'll use the candle body, like here. Some people use the wick. This is ugly. Right, so the good news is, good news everyone, we got these 4-hour highs to target. So understanding this 4-hour closed above the previous, look for a little dip down, and then we've got 60 ticks. I think, what do we got here? Like in this instance, probably if we can start breaking back above here, I I think that makes sense. Hey Blake, how are you, mate? What's going on, legend? Because understanding if this 4 hour is going to create a bottom wick, it's going to open here, grab some liquidity, and then look to push and drive. So we want to catch the drive up into those highs, going along with the overall trend. Shut up. I wonder if you can hear that. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at earlier, Brad. For some reason today, the futures and the spot chart are like a little bit different. I don't know why. Yeah, growing it out a little bit. I can't really grow a beard, but I'm just trying to see if I can get it a bit longer rather than just the mo. But thank you, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you've been splitting G's. I think this will be a lot more confirmed if you can come down and grab some of these lows. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, man. Just stay patient, stick to the process. Just show up, take what the market gives you. Goldie's in a bit of a range here now, guys, which is, you know, anything in here is going to be pretty hard to call direction on until you start breaking out. Took a sell, hoping it retrace, did retrace. Yeah, you also just got to keep in mind, obviously, in this range, you've also, you know, had a pretty aggressive buy, so you don't want to be trying to predict and call the tops of the market is the only other thing to probably consider. Yeah. Just stay patient, man. You'll get your setup. Yeah, the two charts look very different today, which I don't know why. But yeah, I don't think I answered the question before. Sorry, mate. I don't really look at the futures chart. Like, I'll do my analysis based on the currency chart. But nice trade to start the day, which is good. Keeping in mind, if this is this 4 hour bottom wick, we're doing this. And then if we can get some buys, then once we flip up into here, we're absolutely cheering. And sometimes too, guys, just zoom out. Just zoom out, have a look. Like in here, what's happened? Not a lot. There's not really much, if any, direction in here. So wait for price to show you. Be like, hey, this is where I want to head. And then you can look at then having your valid risk points. But, you know, even if you're taking here, your most valid risk is either, if not there, if that's too aggressive, it's down here. And then your risk to reward sort of starts to shrink a little bit. So it's just all about, you know, playing out the probabilities. Anyone doing anything exciting for Christmas? Going away anywhere or going on holidays? Anyone off for Christmas? Anyone on holidays already? Thanks, Solanki. Good to have you in, mate. I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow on stream. 1 week of the restaurant, Shadow, January, Sun, FWA again, Mama before. Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, it's always good to have you back, mate. It'd be a good time to lock into it as well over that break period. Lock back in, and then you'll be cheering. Cuba. Oh, sick. Do you like cigars? I know it's a generic question to ask, but man, some of the Cuban cigars are insane. We had these ones in Da Nang, which were pretty nice, but probably not the same as Cuba. Dun, 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 dun. All good, man. All good. All good. Finished my family vacation 2 weeks in Florida. I went to Orlando when I was very young with Dad, when I was like 12. Went and watched a spaceship launch from the Causeway, which was pretty cool. Did like a little America trip. I'd love to go back to America now that I'm an adult. I reckon it'd be a lot of fun. That's awesome, man. It'd be a nice vacation. Whereabouts are you based, James? It's also where I want to go. My uncle lived in London. I think it's London, Ontario, in Canada for a bit by the lake. When he was sort of pre-retirement. Canada and America's on my list, man. It'd be unreal. And I love snowboarding too, so it's like, why do I live in Queensland? I live in the Sunshine State and I love snowboarding, so I'd love to get over for a season. Beautiful part of the world, man. It's good. We got a 4-hour bottom wick starting to form. Just staying patient here, guys. You could, potentially look for something like this to go much higher once you start breaking out, but there's no point, watching the time frames too low, because if you look on your 30-minute and your hourly, what have we done? We've grabbed highs, closed back in the candle range, closed bearish, grabbed nothing. We haven't grabbed any lows or anything here, so until you sort of start coming down and grabbing some lows, you may not really have too much of an opportunity, but we'll see. We'll just watch it on the higher time frame so we don't get scooped up in taking lower time frame executions. I'm feeling cooped up, best wish we'll get. Grab plenty, come on Tara, room ready for you. Oh, that sounds like a great shout. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Careful, because I'll take you up on that. Let's see. Brisbane to Ontario. Let's see, one way. Oh yeah, we can crack into rum too. I like rum and whiskey. Yes, sweet. I want to do an America trip. I want to stop off in Hawaii on the way to break it up a bit. That'd be cool. Oh wait, hold on. Brisbane to Auckland, Auckland to Hawaii, Hawaii to Ontario. That'd be sick. Business is 3,700. Economy is $1,000 one way. Yeah, let's go. We'll get some gold buys. Far out. 2 stops, 3 stops. Let's have a look. Full on 30-minute. Yeah, what? $30-minute close bullish instead of bet. Yeah, literally. That's why, like, when that trade this morning, I couldn't work out why it was so different. I wonder if there's been some sort of time zone change or something. Weird. Very weird. Oh yeah, maybe it could be a rollover. Yeah, that's very strange. I actually don't know. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Yeah, I know sometimes it grabs, but like the way the candles are forming, they're completely different. Like this trade, to risk off here was like 50 ticks on currency, but it was like 75 ticks on futures, which is crazy. Can't really do much in this range here too, guys, unfortunately. You know, I had a good trade until you start breaking out. To be honest, if I wasn't on stream, I'd probably... You're also going to have a nice trend line coming down here as well too, which I think will probably have a high probability of getting ripped. Did that grab the lows? No, not quite. I probably wouldn't really be... I'd probably be having alerts sort of set up here that once you start breaking out... What's that? 15 ticks. That might be shaping up if you can actually break out. Where's your 15-minute lows? It's just annoying. If that had grabbed the lows, that actually could have been a very nice setup. Here we go, getting some volume now. What's that? It'd almost be, it'd almost be worth a crack. Maybe just under a 1 to 2. If we can start breaking and close, if we can close above here, you could look to take a little. Yeah, there's obviously there may be some sort of manipulation or something going on. I agree. Don't know, but this is why we stay patient, wait for breakouts. We get paid to wait, remember? Oh, here we go. Holy smokes. What? Where did that come from? Yeah, we're just watching, man. Where did that come from? Again, trades like that, you know, sometimes it's just not an entry. But again, power of targeting liquidity. How many people do you think will be shorting from here? Where their stop's going to be? Up in there. So for price to come up at some point today and smash these highs, I think makes a lot of sense. This is crazy price action from gold. This is crazy price action from gold. Price action up in there. So for price to come up at some point today and smash these highs, I think makes a lot of sense. Wait a minute. Drop a little like for the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Getting a push now. See, sort of interesting bit of volume there. If we take these highs without an entry, it's sort of, you know, it is what it is. Probably can't get too caught up watching this price action. You've just grabbed these highs now as well. Grab these highs and rejecting. This is probably my main target. So this 30 is going to close shortly as well. See if this is going to be the push to grab the highs. It's just, you got to be, you know, managing as soon as you come into there, because they're your previous 4-hour highs. So unless you can start pulling back to this level of support in here, pull back to the support level, then we can risk off that liquidity grab. Then you've got something like that, which makes sense. Or even down here. But I like, as a support level, I like this just because you got resistance, 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 resistance broke above. And you probably find if you zoom out that goes across. Like if we put a line here, go out to the hourly, look at that, without even looking, support level. Almost a resistance, so it just shows you like support and resistance. You don't need any of the other crap on your charts. Support and resistance, liquidity levels and targets, you're chilling. I'd consider, you know, if we could pull back down and maybe grab the lows here or pull back down at this area, consider taking it long. But if it rips the highs, then it is what it is. We got a fantastic trade here. 36 ticks in Asia. Happy days. Oh, there you go. That's the 30-minute closure. So there's those highs just being ripped now, which obviously there wasn't really an entry for us. This bottom wick grab and close above happened very quickly, so no real entry there. But again, that's just showing you the power of staying patient as well, having a clear target, which is what it all formed, understanding how candles form. This being a 4-hour high, the new 4-hour opening, creating the bottom wick on the 4-hour before then flipping and driving up into a liquidity high, as we explained. So very nice, I guess, overall. But now that we've grabbed that high, I mean, could go anywhere. Could just keep ripping up towards these highs eventually. I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. I'm gonna grab some food, grab some lunch. But those are the two main ideas for today. Obviously this trade, 30-minute low, and then we pushed up into a clear high, and then up into here as a 4-hour high as a target. We didn't quite get an entry here, which is what we're waiting for. We stayed patient. We didn't get caught in this crap. But then we've also got, you know, all these highs up here. So I think throughout today, if we can get closures, any pullbacks, and then we can be buying up into each high, buy up into the highs, buy up into the highs, all the way into there. So I think we should get some nice moves based on how this is looking. We've got some nice volume now coming through these 4 hours. So this would be my overall target. But yeah, any retracements, buy back up into the highs, I think makes the most sense and everything. So I won't keep you guys too long since we've now hit those targets for the time being. Be patient. There's already been a couple of good moves, but keep the higher time frame in mind when you're trading. As I said, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well. So I'm going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same time, 1 a.m. London. I got the link pinned up in the chat if you guys do want to join the community or learn a bit further into the strategy. Otherwise, just join the live streams for absolutely free. Aaron will be on in London. And I hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday. Hope you're having a great week. And I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. So I appreciate you all tuning in. Peace. Enjoy.